Hi, I'm Kevin Crosley, and this is Executives in Golf Carts Having Fun. As president and CEO of Arc Herkimer, I take big swings for the organization, and one of those big swings was our acquisition of the MV Golf and Event Center. 175 acres of pristine property, 18 holes of golf, restaurant, bar, and an event tent overlooking the beautiful Mohawk Valley. Dave Casullo, welcome to the MV Golf and Event Center.
Hi, Kevin.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Super, what a great day.
Well, yeah, did you,
I planned this. I planned it.
You're as powerful as anybody I know.
Go up and make a few putts, warm up a little bit, and then we'll go out and do some serious playing. So, Dave is CEO, author, lecturer, community servant, all-around good guy. So we're thrilled to have you, and we're going to talk about some of the things that you're involved with as we go around today. And it's really, it's a great story because it's a local guy makes good and then comes back to his home community to continue that good.
Yeah, it all started when I was back at Raymore and Flanagan, the Leadership Development Institute. At the time of hypergrowth, we were wanting to build organic leaders internally. We came up with the formula, it worked. And then, as I, progressed in my own thinking and career, I felt like there's a lot of value here for leaders in all sorts of capacities. Bringing that back to this area and helping leaders like you and others is really important. It's important for the fabric of this central New York area. Well, Rock City was really an effort to revitalize communities like Little Falls through and with real estate development and businesses that would hopefully attract people back to the area. Create a more contemporized version of communities like Little Falls. Look at that.
What you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, you weren't even looking.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope we're not playing for money. We have a sort of a broader vision, which includes, affordable workforce housing, senior housing, but also single-family market rate houses and single-family condominium style houses. To really try to cover off on all of the elements of inventory that I think would be important for people who would consider coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Idea is to stem the population loss and turn it around.
Right.
Because, it's really, as you know, Kevin, it's really difficult to operate a business in this area.
It is.
When you don't have the volume of people and the seasonality is sort of so vast. You get highs of 100 degrees in the summertime and you get lows of minus 20, maybe in the same day.
It's pretty good.
There's a lot of people with ideas. Many of those ideas are really good, but there's only a subset that I think really activate those ideas, take the risk, and do something about it.
Right.
And I think if we can sort of cross, boundaries, whether it's a village or town or even the county or counties, and collaborate amongst and between each other with that cohort, I think we can get some momentum back in a way that, we haven't in a long time.
That might go in. Look at that man. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I never aspired to write a book. It's at the same time that a wave of baby boomers that had been disenchanted by working for the man.
Yep.
And said, you know what, I got a lot of experience and credibility and knowledge. I'm just going to go out on my own.
Yeah.
And so I got an agent when I was in Boston, and I remember Ken Lizotte fondly. He was a leftover from the 60s revolutionary period. And he said, so Dave, you think you got a booking? We were at a tavern.
Well, isn't it usually at a tavern where that comes out?
Right. And I said, I do. And it was the kind of question where you knew that, he felt like, why am I here? Why am I wasting my time with this guy? What's the point? And he said, well, tell me about it. And I told him about it. And the whole essence of it was what we had uncovered at Raymore and Flanagan that was the formula for people that seem to have a unique ability to connect with other human beings, move them to act, galvanize them, and then continue to build on that and execute at a level that is some standard deviation above others who even have something like that. He said, so you start with your concept, and he circled down around content. And he said the content, when you create it and start delivering it, it'll be, you'll tweak your concept based on the feedback. So you'll go back to your concept and make it a little more pithy and, strong. And then you go up and you deliver it to your context, and they'll give you some feedback, and you'll see what's working, what isn't. And that'll inform both your concept and your content. And he went like this, and he said, what is this? And I said, that's infinity, isn't it? And he said, absolutely. He said, the universe, when you get this right, all providence.
So wait a minute. You're telling me there's a science behind writing a book? Is that what you're telling me? It's not a good sign when you're going back and forth in a golf cart, right? There's something about the middle of the fairway that is lacking right now.
That's why I always make sure I'm fully gassed up when I drive a gas cart. The family unit is definitely the most important unit in society. And I'm reminded, and part of this goes back to, what we're trying to do in Little Falls and the kinds of organizations I'm affiliated with throughout Central New York, is remember how important that is and try to provide service and dwelling and all of the elements of, life, family life that can help someone have a chance for resounding success. I had the good fortune of, a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister that sort of demonstrated that and behaved that and built it into me.
And you're the youngest, right?
I'm the youngest.
Yeah, so am I, and that makes us very special.
Absolutely. I'm not going to debate that.
It's been so much fun talking with you and learning more about all the fantastic things you're doing in the region here, and it's just very impressive. So keep up the good work, buddy. It's great seeing you.